Hey friends, this is Kelly Calabrese, and today I am talking to you about courage, about boldness. Oh my goodness. I would love for everyone to just rise up and to step into the person that they were supposed to be, living confidently, living boldly. But let's face it, life happens and it is hard and there's a struggle and we get knocked down, but we need to get back up. If you get knocked down 10 times, get back up 11. We're just not taught resilience. I am not making light of any of the difficult things that happen in your world, but we have a choice what we do with them, right? We see ordinary people that difficult things happen to them, but they take it and they get resilient and they get back up and they do something extraordinary with it. And a lot of times they help other people. So what happens? Something comes along that knocks us down, and then fear sets in. This voice, you're not good enough, you're unlovable, you're not strong enough, you didn't do things right, you're too far gone. And then before you know it, we are totally paralyzed. So how do we get the courage back? I'm going to give you those tips. Number one, start with being vulnerable. I know it's something we hate because we think, oh my goodness, if we open up and people see the real me, what will they think? But in having the courage to do that, to show the real you, you know what? I'm a recovering perfectionist. You know what? I was a massive enabler. When I was able to identify those things and be real about those things, that's when I was able to heal those things and they didn't have a grip on me anymore. So, where do you need to be vulnerable? Another thing is to admit what your fears are. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid to fly. I'm afraid of heights. All of those things were learned, all of them, every single one. So admit them and really hold them up to the light. Look at the truth. People fly all the time. Millions of people every day fly. So, how, in admitting it, can it help you to take a step of courage once you put truth to it? Another is really just to face the fear. Book that airline ticket if it's your greatest fear to fly. Say yes to the next person that asks you out on a date that doesn't seem like a serial killer. Face it, say yes and see what happens. I promise you, it wasn't as bad as you built it up to be. And when you start building success on success on success with these little baby steps, it winds up turning up into bigger things. And as you get more success, then you get more confidence, more courage, more boldness. Another is to think positively. And I don't want to just sit here and say, oh, it's all rainbows and unicorns, but your thinking is what creates your words, your actions, your habits, and your identity. So if you start with your beliefs and your thoughts, believing that it's going to be the best possible outcome instead of thinking the worst, instead of thinking, oh, this isn't going to work, this is going to fail, I'm probably going to die. Your words have power. So speak life, speak truth, speak encouragement over those things. Another is really to look at, am I just being bombarded in life? Is there too much going on? Is it too much stress, too much information? Just a schedule that's too booked that you're just amped up. So when you're constantly amped up and in this fear place, it's difficult to be courageous. You can't think straight, you can't make a good decision. So say no to some things, build in some downtime, have some quiet time, have some room for spontaneity, and then watch what will happen, how that will increase your courage. Another is those small acts. Just start with one step. Maybe you're not ready to go on a date, but maybe you'll just tell a girlfriend, hey, I feel like I'm starting to open my heart to possibly dating again. Perhaps if you know someone, if someone comes to mind and you think that I would enjoy having dinner with them, keep me in mind. That's it. Just take a step, say the word. Doesn't mean you need to go on a dating site and fill out a profile and load pictures. Start small. Embrace the failure. It is just a part of life. Any successful person will tell you they learned way more from the failures than they ever did from any successes. So fail often and then get back up, because every failure gets you a step closer to success. You'll know the things that didn't work in business, in life, in relationships by trying. You can't just sit there and intellectualize your way to everything in life. You have to do. So it's doing where the courage is built. Get resilient. When you're at a place in your life where you just feel like you're being beat up by so many things, you're way more just susceptible to defeat. But when you can get to a strong mind, you can be more resilient. So maybe if a friend canceled on you in the past when you were in a bad place, you'd be like, oh, no one likes me. This is terrible. I'm no good. I don't have any friends. I care about people. They don't care about me. Versus, okay, well, that friend canceled, but let me go make a new friend. Let me maybe go out by myself and see who I can meet. If your fear is going out alone, start going to a new city, go to a movie, go out and grab coffee alone and watch what happens and be the light. Be open to sharing your smile, complimenting someone. You never know where that might lead. And then I would also say learn. What is it that you need to know? Because sometimes information will help you. If you're a knowledge person, and it will help you to go on YouTube, look at a video, and have a better understanding before you actually go and do it, then that's okay. But get the information you need and then go. Don't just sit there and listen to another seminar and get another podcast and sign up for another class and wait for another book. No, learn and then do. That's how you will learn more, when it's in action. And finally, I would just say accept challenges. Get out of your comfort zone, accept the things that push you, because that's where you grow, that's where you learn, that's where things get exciting. So those are some ways for you to get bold and build up courage. I promise you, you will not finish your life wishing that you spent more time home alone by yourself, repeating the same cycle, habitual day over and over and over and over. So I'm challenging you right now to write down something that you want to do, you've been wanting to do, you've talked about, you've dreamed about, some desire you have in your heart for something good, and take one step in making that happen, whatever that is, only you know. I would love if you would post below what you're ready to do. If you want to tell me where's your fear and where you're willing to overcome it. And once you overcome one fear, you'll just keep going. That momentum will build. You become more courageous and live this incredibly bold, courageous life where you're using your purpose, your passion, and enjoying the profit. Thanks, friends. Love for you to subscribe, to share, and also to join our free private Facebook page called Intentionally Fabulous. It's a place where women get empowered after divorce. Hope to see you there.